Welcome in, everybody.
We're live.
Everybody's trickling in. Make sure to change your chat settings in the corner there to chat with everyone, and then let us know where you're watching from. I'm in
Don't be shy. Get in there.
Raleigh, North Carolina, Chicago, Switzerland, UK, Michigan. Oh my goodness.
I want to know the latest time zone that someone's joining
I
us,
know. I
or
know.
earliest. Who knows?
America's Heartland, Des Moines, Iowa. I grew up not far from Des Moines.
India might be the latest so far.
Yeah, that always amazes me. What is that time right now?
Yeah.
The person that's in India, let us know. What time is it?
So, like really all over. Amazing.
All right, I'm throwing mine in there.
Nice.
I'm in San Diego. Victor's in San Diego as well.
Yep.
Alcatraz Island. Uh-oh.
Wait, serious?
They open it up again?
On a tour?
Tour? Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. Well, welcome to Crowdfunded Summit Games Edition. We're super excited that you guys are here. If you're just trickling in, say hey, let us know where you're watching from in the chat. But since we only have about 14 more minutes together until we get started with the real talks of the day, I want to make sure that you have all the instructions that you need and kind of know a little bit about what to expect today. So my name is CK. I'm the creative director here at Launch Boom, and I am your summit guide. You've been getting emails from me leading up to it. You can ask me questions. If you go to the chatbot on the website, there's a chance it'll be me. You can shoot me an email. You can respond directly to the ones that I've sent you. So if you have questions about what's going on today, or you need something, or you're missing something, definitely feel free to reach out to me directly. Or if you go on that chatbot, if it's not me, it's going to be my colleague Jeff, and Jeff is great. We love bothering him. So definitely feel free to ask him all your questions as well. I'm really excited. I love this event. I love Summit. There is like a ton that goes into this event for months leading up to it, just getting all of our speakers in the right places and spaces and getting their talks where they need to be, and recruiting everybody and getting the website going and getting you guys all here. So the fact that it is today and it is happening, I'm so excited. I love games. These are some of the people that I love in this industry very much and have loved getting to be a part of it and going to conventions and bringing that convention online, so that even if you can't go to some of these in-person things, you can join us here and learn about bringing your game to life. And that's the space that we wanted to create. It was 2023. Maria and I started bopping around to all kinds of different conventions. And most of the folks that we work with, both on the game side and tech and design side, are all over the place. And so we thought, how cool would it be if we could bring this to something that was free and something that was online, so that you can kind of scoop up those resources here. So welcome. I'm really happy you're here. And I hope this is your first step in bringing your game to life. These are the other hosts that you're going to see throughout the day. So when I say host, there are all kinds of talks from different companies and organizations being given to you today, whether it is Panda Games or Kickstarter. You're always going to see Mark, Victor, or myself welcoming those folks, sharing their introductions with you, and then handing it off to them. You also see my girl Maria on screen here. I don't have her on here, but you will get to see her present today as well. So keep a lookout for her. Maria is everywhere all at one time. We always joke that there are clones of her, so you'll definitely be seeing her as well. And a huge, huge thank you to the experts that brought this game to life. We have David Diaz, who is giving a talk on everything you need to know for mastering your Kickstarter video. A note to some folks who registered when Ori was our presenter. David stepped in for Ori because Ori is celebrating a holiday today, but Ori and I are actually scheming up something to do an event together in a couple weeks or sometime in October, that will also be free, and a workshop presented by Ori. So he cares about connecting with you guys a lot, especially if you wanted to see him. So we will have some bonus stuff from him later, but didn't want to leave you without video today. So David graciously stepped in to fill that spot, and he is awesome, just like a wealth of knowledge. We have Brandon from Fulfill Right. Love Brandon. He's been doing events with us for a long time, and he's going to be talking tariffs. And he actually wrote like a huge bonus resource for you guys on it too, that we'll be sending out after. You'll get an email from me after the summit that is just packed with a bunch of things that folks will reference in these talks. And Brandon knows his stuff. If I was taking a test on this stuff and I could call one person, it would probably be Brandon. I think he would have all the answers on it. Mel from Pledge Manager, always a delight to have her to talk about what a Pledge Manager is and why you might need one. We have Tyler, a fan favorite from Panda Game, to talk about kind of everything you need to know to get ready to work with a manufacturer. Asher, who is the new head of games at Kickstarter, is doing a reward tier roadmap. And I sort of got a sneak peek on this one because him and I got to record a video on reward tiers. And I thought I knew a decent amount about them. And I learned so much talking to him. And he, has launched games himself. He is really in this world. He knows how to think about it. And so definitely would not recommend missing that one. Amazing artist, Kwanchai. His stuff is fantastic. And he has donated his time to us to talk about how you should think through art and illustration from your game, from style to timeline to budget, all of that stuff. We'll be covering that. We have a panel of past creators. These are folks that have worked with us here at LaunchBoom and have had launches at different scales, different types of games, although 3 out of 4 of them did launch cat-themed games. That was not on purpose. But if you are a fan of cat-themed games, you'll definitely like this talk. We have Joe Slack, who does Board Game Design Lab. He has the secrets to designing a game that will get funded. Zach Strebeck, one of the best lawyers in the space, is here to talk legal. Another person who, if I had questions, I would call him. He just knows everything, rattling it off of his head. So excited to have him. We have Asher again. Okay, that's on me. And then our second keynote is Aaron, just a lovely person and a lovely creator. He collaborated with our consultant, Adam, and they put together this very informative but also easy to follow presentation on how the ads behind CBs are really what made the difference the second time around in Aaron's campaign. And they're just both joys to listen to. So highly recommend chatting with them. Our pals that are here are going to be putting on a presentation today on paid ads versus organic social. Also have some bonus resources for that one. And just both of these two are so good at anything visual, creative, and I love looking at their presentations, so I know you will as well. And by being here live, you can win things if you fill out at least 3 of the end of session surveys, which you'll start getting in your next talk. And you attend the closing ceremony tomorrow, which is kind of like this, but instead of opening, it's closing. And as a bonus challenge, I've hid 3 of these images throughout our presenters' slides. And if you find them all, you'll be entered to win a bonus $100 Amazon gift card. If you want to bookmark the survey link now, it is just one link, and I will throw it in the chat, or if somebody can throw it in the chat. It's just one link, and then you select which talk that you attended. It is not the same. So I see a couple questions in the chat. I'm going to go in order. It's not the same summit as the 2024 one. It is the same structure. So it's the same event in the sense that it's crowdfunded Summit Games, but we have a handful of different speakers or different folks representing from different companies in the categories, but we are always trying to cover the categories that folks might need to bring the game to life. So you'll see, shipping, fulfillment, manufacturing, art, that kind of stuff represented across. I also saw, will this be recorded? So yes, with one asterisk. There is a presentation called Figuring Out Finance that cannot be recorded because of Alex's licensure in the finance space. They're not allowed to do recorded presentations. So that one is a live exclusive, but everything else will be, and the schedule page will flip to a view recordings page once the summit is over. So navigating the sessions, if you're here, you probably know how to do it, but everything is accessed on the schedule page. Sessions will start on time. You can change your chat to everyone to make sure we can all see you, which you all are doing amazing at this already. You can put questions in the Q&A feature. So pretend this is Victor's talk and you want to ask Victor a question. You would not write it in that chat where it says everyone. There's a little bar at the bottom of your screen that says Q&A, and you would put it there. That way, the chat can get filled with all kinds of different things. That way, when you click Q&A, it just filters it. So when he is ready to answer, it's all the relevant questions. So you're always going to ask questions in the Q&A. If you put them in the chat, you're going to hear people all day long remind you to put questions in the Q&A. So commit yourself to doing that now. and just have a blast. It's super fun. These people who are speaking are super fun, and they're here to have a good time and answer your questions and share their knowledge with you. That very first person who's going to do that up next is Victor. He's going to give a talk called How to Launch Boom Games, and we're super excited to have him. He is awesome. He's put so much work into this presentation, and he's just an expert at what he does. He is a co-founder of LaunchBoom. He's the director of games here at LaunchBoom, and he knows his stuff. So we have about 5 minutes before I have to make Victor get started. So are there any questions on Summit in general that I can answer before I send you guys over to be wowed by Victor? Anything at all? It is too late to enter the pitch competition because the finalists have already been chosen. And that is today at 3 p.m., which I didn't mention, 3 p.m. Pacific. It is one of my favorite things in the whole world to watch live. They are awesome games. They're really excited. And our judges panel is really stacked. So you can watch those people compete live. It is too late to enter this one, but we do typically host pitch competitions twice a year. The 2024 recordings are still available. I will send out how to access those when I send out how to access the 2025 ones after this one is concluded. They're only not available during the time that this is live. Great to see you guys again. There are not multiple sessions happening at the same time. So you only have one, so you don't have to miss anything. It is just one at a time, and that is it. Yeah, great to see you guys again.
There's one in the Q&A, the new designer. As a new designer, which talk should I make sure to make?
Ooh, that's a great question. I would definitely go to Joe Slack's talk, like the how to design a board game that will actually get funded. He is full of knowledge, and he also usually has some like resources that he points you guys to or gives that are really good. That one for sure. The legal talk would probably be good. He has a whole section on like how to set up your LLC, trademark, all of the stuff that kind of comes at the beginning. And then obviously, I think Victor's the How to Launch Boom that sort of like is a really good bird's eye view of like what the process can look like from a marketing perspective. So those would be my big three. If you're like, I can only do 3 and I'm a new designer, those ones would be really good. Nathan said, are there lots of big differences in the landscape from 2024 to 2025? I think if you mean like the game space in general, I would say yes. Maria, I don't know if you have comments on this, but I think just in the age of tariffs and crowdfunding becoming more and more popular, and then there's platforms as well that are getting more competitive with each other, I think yes. Do you want to add anything or no?
No, I was going to say, I would say tariffs are the biggest changes, just understanding your costs going into the campaign. So if that's something you're concerned about, definitely join Brandon from Fulfill Rights Talk. And again, these will be recorded as well. So that will be available after the summit as well if you can attend that specific one.
Perfect. A couple questions. All right, Filippo, I'm going to answer your question in the chat one time, but from now on, after this one, you got to put it in the Q&A feature. Your question was if there is a place for audience members to connect with each other. We don't have a facilitated place for that, but if you guys are chatting with people throughout the day in the talk, you are more than welcome to share, pages, emails, ways to connect with each other. You can change that everyone to a specific person. So definitely, by all means, as long as it's friendly, it's not overly self-promotive, all that stuff, we are not against that at all. And then the last thing I see is Mike asked, and this is the last question we'll take so that Victor can start on time. And Victor, you can actually go if you want to and start on time. Suggestions for web hosting sites. Do you mean like for your landing page? This might be a question better in another talk. I don't know if Mark or Maria, you have thoughts on that?
Yeah, there's a lot of different ones that can work.
Yeah, for company page with games is the content.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's so many different landing page builders from Wix to Squarespace. If you want e-commerce capabilities, a lot of those even have that. Shopify works really well. We also have a landing page builder as well called LaunchKit. So lots of different ones. You can't really go too wrong. They all have their strengths and weaknesses, but the basics are pretty well covered on a lot of these. But I'm going to jump over and host Vix.
Yeah, and let us give you, so I can send the link. Mark, you can go ahead and go. Yeah, I will stop sharing. And let's see if I can get the link for Victor's session. So if you guys want to go right to it from here, you totally can. There it is. All right, and remember, if you need anything throughout the day, just shoot me an email, chat us on the website, but have fun. It's going to be a really good day. Thanks, y'all.